Game over.
Oh, get the bike in there.
Nice.
Remember that bike I got earlier?
Instant goal.
Maybe again. Oh. Oh.
Holy crap, dude. In my way, 14. So tiny, dude.
That's
little.
it. Oh, there's the bike. There's the bike. Oh no, the little guy. Wait, we're all over it. Oh, it was tackled right to you. That's in. Yep. Also, at least on defense.
Drop it back. Oh, I'm off.
You were off, dang.
I should be back on, right?
I went for an LB. Oh! That's literally because you're 6'7".
Seeing things. There's no way she's talking to me or about me. Holy crap.
All you.
Yeah.
Oh, bodied. Oh, that was crazy. Perfect.
Ooh, dusted.
It's actually really good doing it for lengthy builds too. Ooh, header.
Doesn't matter. Oh my gosh.
I post. I'm here.
Pop that.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a beast. Look at this. Wait. Oh. Oh.
Ooh. How are you? Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, it was so clean.
Dang, it like took you kind of.
Oh. That's a rock.
She just had so much space.
Let's go. Oh.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, that was
go.
clean. Game's delayed, bro. It just
Give me
didn't
that.
catch that you were aiming there fast enough.
Lengthy.
Ooh.
It's so laggy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I thought the foot. Gosh, I created space. Oh no.
No.
Oh.
It's in.
Why did they not guard
Why
me?
did it look like the ball went out of bounds and everyone stopped
I was
playing for a
like-
second,
I
dude?
almost stopped playing.
I
dude.
genuinely
You know
thought the
that.
ball went out of bounds for a second, honestly,
By
too.
the way, I should just finish this, right?
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Lesky. I'm finally back making videos for y'all. I've been sick the past week or so haven't been able to post anything. Thank you guys for y'all's patience, but in this video, we're going to be looking at this 6'7" center forward build that I made that is a lengthy beast. This build is loads of fun, and it is a goal-scoring machine. But FYI, if you're on the old gen version of FIFA, this build probably won't be nearly as good as if you were on the new gen, because the new gen, I've mentioned in a good amount of my videos now, they have accelerate types, lengthy, explosive, controlled, and the reason I made this build was to get it lengthy, because lengthy is really broken right now in new gen version. If you have a lengthy build, you're like 10 times faster than every other accelerate type. You are so rapid. So even though this build is 6'7", you're actually very fast because we made the build lengthy. And if you don't know what that is and you're on new gen version, I'll explain it more once we get to like the skill tree. But this build is more specialized for the new gen version of the game, just to let you guys know. So this build is listed in the center forward. We're not going to be a striker. The reason I'm center forward is mostly because they have better physical stats than a striker. So being a big center forward just makes more sense rather than a striker for this particular build. And then the height, as I said, I went max height at 6'7". And then the weight, you could switch up, but I felt like 174 was the best range for a 6'7" center forward, and that's what I went for. Preferred foot, that's up to you. Let's take a look at the perks. For the first perk on the build, I went for physical strength, and this will just increase strength and jumping even more. I believe both of those stats are like 90, around 90, 90, 91. So basically the physical strength perk will max those out and probably get it to around 99 in both of those categories, which is pretty awesome. And then it'll also increase the ball control in certain situations. And then the second perk is first time shot. This one is huge for this build. You're going to be getting a lot of crosses to you, being deadly on set pieces in the air, an absolute aerial threat. So the first time shot will increase your finishing and heading ability during first time shots or headers, which is nice. It'll grant you the finesse shot, flare, outside foot shot, also good. But the main thing that I like it for, especially for this build, is the power header trait. Adds a lot more power on your headers and just makes them a lot more consistent, and finishing off your chances will be a lot easier. And then it'll also increase your weak foot ability, so that's pretty cool. But I believe this build has a 5-star weak foot already, so it's really not a problem. And then the third perk is active first touch. And the reason I do this because it increases your ball control, but mostly it increases your acceleration and sprint speed in certain situations. So the boost can kick in as the player approaches the ball. For example, running onto a through pass. So it happens a lot, especially running in behind and like a midfielder or whatever hits a through ball over the top. And then the active first touch will kick in and it'll give you a boost of acceleration and sprint speed. And maybe that'll help you get to the ball first over the defender, and then maybe you'll have like a one-on-one with the keeper. So it really does help getting in behind on the defense a lot, but it also helps for like just getting the ball played to your feet. It'll boost your acceleration and sprint speed for a short duration if you try and like dribble or sprint out of that, which is also helpful in a lot of situations. So these are the 3 perks that I use and that I think are the best options for this build. But you could also go poacher. You can't go wrong with poacher to increase all the shooting stats in the box, but I would take off either maybe active first touch or physical strength. I really like first time shot for the power header trait. You could go a passing perk if you want to add a little bit of playmaking ability. Center forwards really don't have bad passing stats. The passing stats are actually pretty good to start out. Distance shooter. Other than that, I'd kind of stay away from everything else. Maybe skill dribbler to upgrade some of the dribbling. Other than that, I think these 3 perks are definitely the best. Let's go to the skill tree. Starting on this physical page, as you can see, the physical stats are cracked. And I think I mentioned that the strength and jumping were both around like 90, 91, but I was actually wrong. I forgot the strength is higher than that. It's actually 96. So honestly, if you think about it, the physical strength perk might not be necessary, but it will max out the strength to 99, which is pretty cool. And then it will upgrade the jumping more to probably almost 99, if not 99. So it still has some use, but it might not be the most important perk. So if you want to add like poacher instead of one of those 3 perks, maybe take off physical strength, because the main difference will be the less jumping if you take it off, I guess. But as you can see, the physical stats are already cracked with these upgrades. 91 jumping, 91 stamina, 96 strength, 96 reactions. Didn't go for the max reactions. Could have if I got this aggression and then the second part, we would have 99 reactions. Maybe I'll make that another video where I do like a 99 reaction attacker build or something like that. So these are the physical stats. Amazing, what you'd expect for a 6'7" center forward build. Let's look at dribbling. There's a lot of skill points on this page. Both dribbling and physical are important for this build in order to make it lengthy. This is where we start talking about the lengthy accelerate, which I've mentioned at the beginning of the video, which makes this build very good if you're on the new gen version of the game. But since this build, if we go back to the physical page, has 96 strength, or 6'7" center forward that has 96 strength. What we have to do in order to get lengthy, the main criteria is that you need to have 14 or more strength than agility on your build. So since this build has 96 strength, we need at least, at most, I guess, 82 agility on the build to be perfectly lengthy. That would be 14 exactly. 96 minus 82 is 14. So we max out the agility on this build, and the highest we get it is 81. And that would make it 15 more strength than agility, and it would make this build lengthy. So we could basically get to max out the agility on this 6'7" build and still be lengthy, which I think is pretty cool. And then when you look at all the rest of the dribbling stats, it's pretty amazing. 90 balance, 87 ball control, 87 dribbling for a 6'7" build is phenomenal. And the dribbling is crazy, especially if you know 5-star skills. There are some OP skill moves out there, and you can absolutely break people down. They don't think you'll be this quick as a big dude and be able to perform those skills. And then the 90 balance is also amazing. With the 96 strength and your big body, you're basically impossible to get topped over. You're so sturdy. There is no way they are knocking you down onto the ground. And it really does reduce a lot of your stumbling and falling and clumsiness that a lot of big builds have. The balance is very helpful in combination with the high strength. So that's why I said the dribbling and physical pages are very important for this build in order to make it lengthy. So let's go to passing now. I decided not to go for any skill points on this passing page. The passing stats for center forward are already pretty good. This one has 83 vision, 78 crossing, 77 long pass, 75 short pass, and 74 curve. So all the stats are like mid 70s or higher. The vision at 83 is pretty cool because you are capable of hitting some through balls over the top or on the ground, and they're pretty accurate. If we did spend some skill points on passing, we could get like all these passing stats to 80 or higher, and you can make almost like a false nine, like kind of playmaker, center forward type role. But that's not what we're doing for this build. Maybe in the future for another build, I'll definitely do something like that. But for now, we just have the passing as the base stats. Let's go to shooting. Had to go for the 5-star weak foot on this build. It's really not a lot of skill points this year, so you might as well. It's important for an attacker build. On this left side, I went down to the weak foot and made sure to upgrade some shot power. As you can see, the base stat is 82, so we get a good amount of shot power, bumping it up to 91. Over 90 is really what I was focusing on. As you can see, the majority of the key shooting stats are 90 or higher. Actually, all of them except for free kick and penalties, which are the least important. And then on the right side, I went for some long shots. This will get it to 90. This was just some extra skill points I had. You can put them on like finishing or on another category. You can put it on like ball control, aggression, pace if you want. But it does look cool having the long shots at 90. And then on this right side, you're going to go down to the weak foot. Make sure to get this finishing right here. And then, of course, get the finisher archetype because that'll give you a lot of upgrades, finishing, long shots, and volleys. And the last thing is to get this second part right here and this third little heading icon. And it'll give you +4 heading accuracy and +4 volleys. So 8 attribute increases for only 4 skill points, which is phenomenal. And that'll wrap up the shooting page. 91 finishing, 81 free kick accuracy, 96 heading with the power header trait. And remember, we have the one-time shot perk. So the one-time shot perk will increase our finishing on one-time shots and our heading even more. 91 shot power, 90 long shots, 90 volleys, and 82 penalties with the 5-star weak foot. So the shooting is amazing as you'd expect. And then you have those crazy physical stats that'll also help. Like with the jumping, it'll help you win headers even more, so you can utilize that 96 heading and that first time shot. This build is a beast. Let's go to pace. This build has the cheetah archetype. I went down the right side and maxed out the sprint speed for the 6'7" center forward at 87. I didn't go for much acceleration upgrades at all. Just cost so much skill points. If I wanted to max out the pace on this build, we'd have to take a lot of skill points off on the other categories, and I really don't want to do that. I feel like the pace right here is completely fine. You are actually so rapid because you are lengthy. I swear this build is actually like +10 pace faster than what you're seeing here because this build is lengthy. I'm not even joking. So I had a lot of fun using this build. Didn't have any problem with the pace. You have the active first touch perk kicking in with like getting in behind or when you just get the ball played to you. So that will help your pace a little bit too. So give this build a try, especially if you're on new gen. Again, if you're on old gen, this build might not be as good, but you could still make it work, I bet. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then hit that subscribe button on my channel. As always, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.